Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Five. 44, Mike, 44. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 18-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Slam. You draw corporate. Snap.
On the carry is Kelly. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
54. Mike 54.
Coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Arnold. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Double up. X3. 218. Chop it. Let go.
On 1st down, Fry flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
To throw on 3rd down. Fry. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for 2nd place all time. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
On the double.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Robbins, the LA defense, up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, wahoo!
And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Okay, ready?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jonas and Logo. Hey, exit. Ready?
On 3rd down, Fry. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On 1st down, Hines. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. Callum. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hines. A spin. And some space here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run with it. It's Kelly. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy.
Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day. Check.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Hines. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, it's Arnold. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Fly over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Here we go, set, 10-2 start. Hey, Delta.
Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, Charlie.
To throw on 2nd down. Fly. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Robbins, he's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I think it'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll pitch it back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, D. 80 weapon.
They'll run on first down. Kellen, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're not ready for this. They
On second down now, it's Hines pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They run again with Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, it's Hines. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Protein spell.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They run with Hines. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Go, go.
Kill.
Looking to throw. Fry. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kelly. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Hines. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fry. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Fry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fry. And that will be incomplete.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Fry. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
General West. Hey, wahoo. Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
70, Indy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
We got this.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?